Let's see, who do I talk to about pussy? Let's see, Grandma Unfold is dead. Tom Selleck doesn't answer any of my emails. And the cops took away that fuck doll I made of butter and shotgun shells. So, nobody right now.
Hello, and welcome everybody to the Dielectric Media Podcast.
Howdy, folks. How are you all doing?
Fantastic!
It's the end of the world.
I am Doug Slobodnik.
And I am Baldwin.
Baldwin.
Deal with it, bitch.
It has been dealt with.
Oh,
So the world hasn't ended yet. We're sitting here waiting.
I'm patiently looking at my watch.
Patiently, yeah.
Patiently.
We're about to go to a
What
coffee
number
house.
of end of the world is this? This is like
it's end of the world prediction number 400,852.
Well, since we've been alive, we've gone through how many predictions? Like
well, the
at
ones
least
that I remember
7?
are like the 666 one.
666.
Yeah, Beelzebub did not rise
was,
from the grave that day.
11.
Oh yeah, that was another one.
There was the one or two last year.
What was the Rapture? When was the Rapture supposed to be?
I thought it was this year, March 25th.
Oh, I don't remember.
Because then it was supposed to happen October 25th. Whether it be this year or last year, I don't fucking remember. But
Point in case it didn't happen, and it won't.
No, it won't happen during our lifetime. Unless it's man-made. Man-made, end of the world, yeah, that will happen. But fuck everybody else and their goddamn IDs.
All right. But tonight we've been playing a little bit of a new game I just bought, PlayStation All-Stars.
Battle Royale.
Battle
Royale with the bear of rape. Today's podcast is brought to you by Wub Wub.
Yeah, it's got a good song, that's for sure. That's one thing
It's
that's
the
good.
opening theme song.
The only when I was jumping into it, I was really expecting it to be a lot more like Brawl and Super Smash Brothers in general.
I didn't read much into it. Well,
I didn't either. It was kind of just an impulse buy today.
Well,
it's like, oh, it's there. I have the money. I'll get
off on it, well, now you have to go and play the other games that all these characters are from. You need to play Infamous.
I'm playing through.
You need to play Uncharted. I know you don't.
I don't
want
to play Uncharted. I'm not gonna waste my money on that
it's
shit.
better than Tomb Raider because Tomb Raider's a load of shit.
Well, yeah, but Tomb Raider didn't whore themselves out to Subway.
Yeah, well,
and that's my biggest problem with Uncharted.
That was Uncharted 3, and that's Sony, and Sony owns the right to do whatever the fuck they want with
it. Yeah, well, they can fuck my ass. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, well.
But I am going through God of War, which is really good. I'm at the first one right now.
Good.
But, I mean, I played Chains of Olympus on the PSP back in the day.
Well, and the only other one for PSP right now is Ghost of Sparta. And
right, but it's on the one that I got. The sagas or whatever. I don't remember.
Because you start with God of War 1, and then you do Ghosts of Sparta, then you do God of War 2, and then you do Chains of Olympus, then you do God of War 3.
Right.
And then Ascension.
But they don't have that in order.
Well, I know. I'm just saying that's if you want to play.
Does it end with God of War 3?
Yes.
Oh. So that's why they made prequel after.
Well, when they made God of War 1, they made God of War 2, and then they made Chains of Olympus.
Yeah.
And then after God of War 2, they made God of War 3, and then they made Ghost of Sparta.
Right.
And now they're making Ascension. Because at the end of God of War 3, there's a real big tickle. So nobody really knows the fate of the God of War series. And Ascension, I mean, they have the whole multiplayer. They're stabbing their dick into the multiplayer arena. And I'm hoping they succeed.
Fuck that. I'm not going to ever play it.
I'm going to play it because the story's still going to be awesome.
No, I mean, Ascension I will play, but the multiplayer can go fuck itself. Like, I've never played Dead Space 2's multiplayer because I just don't care.
It was boring.
I know. I was watching Jimquisition talk about it, and he said, he was all pissed off about having to do the online pass, and then he got to the fucking multiplayer, and it sucked.
Well, the problem with the multiplayer is that if you played as a human, you pretty much had two options. You either had the option of dying or running.
Yeah. And
because you only start out with basic shit. You get a plasma cutter or the assault rifle.
And that's the thing is that all these the the
Third person?
one-player, single-player games
Yeah.
are delving into these half-assed bullshit multiplayer
Well, the
add-ons.
thing is that God of War Ascension right now they've been really pushing people to this is our multiplayer because they're trying to keep their single player under wraps, like trying to avoid releasing any details.
See,
about
what
the
I
single
want them
player.
to do with this is release the single-player game by its fucking self,
You know,
and then release a
well, they're
multiplayer
having
version
two
if they
different
want it.
companies. Like they're having the guys who worked on Ghosts
Well,
of Sparta. And
see, and
Chains of
that
Olympus
doesn't
and
matter to
PSP
me
here.
because I'm wasting money giving money to the people who did the multiplayer things because I'm never, ever, ever going to play it. And to me, it's just a waste of money.
Don't ever say ever because when I get it, you might play it.
But it's not going to be as much money as it's just not going
Well,
to be
then
worth
you
it.
wait for it to go on sale.
It's still not
Or
really
you
worth
ask
it.
for it for Christmas or birthday or whatever. That's what you do. Like,
Same thing with like the Assassin's Creed multiplayer. Not that
well, you
good.
played it though. And
Yeah.
you enjoyed it while you played it.
No,
but-
I mean it was all right, but I mean it was really lacking in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Mainly fun. It just wasn't fun. It was just tense, and I didn't enjoy it that much.
Well, and I mean, I
And
never
what's
tried
another one?
multiplayer.
Mass Effect 3 had an okay multiplayer.
It was fun if you had an actual team of 4 friends.
Yeah.
You could not do it with anybody else because people would just dick around.
Yeah, I didn't.
But
yeah, especially if you tried to do anything besides bronze.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you got good enough and you could conquer silver, obviously it was just one of those things where it's like your reflexes got faster and you got better and you got more. You know, the better equipment, obviously, the better you can handle the harder difficulties.
So the one thing that I always remember is the Reapers and hearing the like, wow, and a Banshee comes in and just rapes your face open. Yeah.
Sound like a goddamn pig. But no,
I want that one. He looked at me funny.
you want this one? This one here?
And spaghetti and butter.
I like to give Honey Boo Boo her favorite meal. That consists of scatty and butter.
Yep.
She thinks she's a pig because of her pig's heart. What are you going to tell them judges, Honey Boo Boo? I'm going to tell them my heart's sweeter than bacon, child.
But yes. We digress.
So what?
PlayStation All-Stars.
It was... So, fuck, we played maybe an hour
From the
of
hour
it.
of playing, yeah.
I mean,
I'm not
Heihachi's
disappointed.
fucking already
Oh yeah.
the master champion.
His fucking
because he has
bear.
the fast fucking moves. His first level of attack, his first super is just a one-hit instant kill.
Right.
The bear of rape is just like justifiably
Rape
insane.
bear. It is just rape bear.
Yeah, it just runs around the goddamn stage. I mean, in one good run, you can probably get 2 kills off of each character.
Same thing with Kratos. You can kill him just as fast as they
Yeah.
come in with the number 3.
But that's with the number 3. With the number 2, you can get to... I mean, that's the thing, is that when they talked about All-Stars, from what I read, from what I did see about it and all that other bullshit, is that when you started off, I mean, getting to 1 wasn't too bad, but getting to 2 is a little bit more difficult, and then maintaining till 3... I think 2 is probably the Hercules Fist, and you won't know about the Hercules Fist until you play God of War 3.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, as of now, I'd say that it's a good game. I enjoy
yeah.
it.
Well, I want to see how the solo play is. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. To
Because
see if
I
it's
haven't seen anything.
my thing is, will it stack up to the Brawl?
Subspace?
Yeah. Will it stack up to Brawl? I mean, because Brawl's got
in what length? Or
Brawl's got
difficulty?
it's got difficulty and memorability. Memorability doesn't make any sense. It's
I don't
memorable.
know if it's memorable because like right now in Brawl, going through it, I've played Subspace like 1,000 times, and it just gets the last part where you're fucking, oh my god, the great fucking maze is just, you have to battle every character you've unlocked, the evil version. I mean, it's easy, don't get me wrong, and I'm playing on hard right now, and it's easy because they're just a one-hit kill pretty much. If you have a super strong attack, like last night I was playing as Zelda and I just fucking did it over B and they had 55% and killed them.
Speaking of incredible difficulty on Brawl, the 2-player number 5 Yoshi fucking track
Oh, yeah,
that we have all of them
event.
beat on hard except for that one.
Well, yeah.
Where
That-
apparently you have to be an Asian school child to get it
There's-
done.
There's got to be some, like,
Because we would get
I don't
so close. We got down to fucking 4.
no, 5.
No, 4 was our smallest one. We got down to
Wasn't it? I thought it
fucking
was
4.
5.
Yeah.
Either way, we played it 1,000 fucking times, and it's just one of those things where it's a fluke.
Yeah.
It's just gonna happen on a fluke chance.
Because
Like,
the thing is that it waits 10 seconds to even start it. So the counter's gone down 10 seconds. You only have a certain amount of time, and within the challenge, there's the
there's several
downtime.
dead spots. And
Yeah.
it's just it's bullshit, but at the same time, it builds up your reaction time because as soon as it happens, you're like, go,
Right.
because you're just like you're really antsy and you're waiting for it. But on that stage, that Rainbow Cruise fuck stage, it just you never played Super Mario 64, did you?
Yeah, I have. I
Well-
own it. I think I've got it here somewhere.
That stage in itself was fucking, oh my god. The little carpets you ride on, which actually are from Super Mario World 2.
Yeah.
Well, Super Mario 2.
Yeah, because
sorry.
Super Mario 64 was the 3D Mario,
Well,
right?
wasn't the first one because.
But it was the 3D one.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Super Mario RPG,
Oh yeah, that was the
which
first.
SNES. Which
Super Mario RPG might be a decent game to get.
Oh, it's fun. It is fun. Cause it's the home style RPG that you know and love.
Yeah.
It kind of
The
takes
Pokemon
after-
style and
no
Final
no.
Fantasy.
It's RPG like JRPG.
well,
where you
yeah,
have, everybody
Pokemon's
has
an
an
RPG.
attack and everybody. But you have 3 people lined up instead of just one Pokemon, unless
So
you
it's
play like.
more like Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's fun. God, that's old though. Remember playing that over at Welch's house a long time ago. Cause
many a neon ago.
back
neon.
in fucking
Did
high
I just-
school.
Neon. I meant to say eon.
Neon.
Many a neon ago.
Many a colors of shades of green ago.
Fucking Christ, I have gone full retard.
Going down the path of trust. No, but
That your mix between Bob Dylan and John Lennon?
I don't know what that was supposed to be. Don't ask me. Like, when I was doing my practicum hours for observing, the kids would ask me to do my voices.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, because I have 1,000 of them. Like, I did my Russian voice, and it was just like a foot, and then you fucking...
That was like a mix between Russian and, like,
Oh,
Jew.
that's the problem. Well, not
Jew.
It's hard to do my voice and just all my voices.
You got a
eventually
little
just
bit of
come back
Hebrew in
together,
you.
unless the old man voice isn't hard to. Just it's not hard to keep that voice at the same because it's just pushing more up against the back of my throat. But now what voice was it? This is fucking my Irish voice. They said it sounded like a Scottish voice. I'm like, no, Scottish is a little rougher and you get you in the back of your throat and you just goddamn the fucking Irishman. And
The Scottish one has a little bit more whiskey taint in the back of the throat there.
you sound like you've eaten
A potato.
live animal or two.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn potatoes. Goddamn potatoes. Yeah, but no. I mean, if I cared about it and if I got paid, I'd work on my voices more so I could
Do
maintain
voice
them.
acting?
Yeah, because I'm just going to one day give up teaching and go voice act because that's where it's at.
Yeah.
Maybe if I went and fucking voice acted for a video game, then I wouldn't have to fucking do anything for the rest of my life. I mean,
You'd be a voice actor and a tester.
no, fuck that. I mean, you think about the people who do like trilogies and shit, like the God of War series. You think that guy needs any more money? The guy who voices Kratos?
All like 45 things he says throughout the entire.
No, he says he has a lot of lines in all of them. He speaks a lot. Like the old woman who's like this tall, like maybe be a few feet tall. She does the voice of Gaia.
Yeah. Well, I just in God of War, I just finished. I saved the Oracle.
Yeah, you're really close to the end of God of War 1 then.
Really? Then that means it's not very fucking. Because I have to kill Ares, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Big
God of War.
motherfucker. Big motherfucker.
Well, you save the Oracle. You have to go out to the temple. You have to complete the challenges at the temple. Wait, have you already gone to the desert?
No.
Yeah, you still got the desert. So you can probably get another 3 hours ahead of you. 3-4
I
hours.
was going to say, because I'm not that far in it. I haven't played
Well,
it
it's
that
like
much.
Resident Evil 4. I don't know about 5. But 4, because I never actually got through 5.
Really? How far
played-
did you get to 5?
Fuck, I got out of the village,
Really?
which is like a few hours.
Yeah, that's where I am right now. It's really fucking
Yeah.
hard, is the
Well,
thing. And
I
I
got
haven't set
annoyed.
on, like, retard difficulty.
Wow. I see. Resident Evil 4, you didn't have somebody who... God, your computer screens are dusty.
Yes.
Jesus.
That's what happens when one day...
Power Pine-Sol, baby.
No. Well, it wouldn't be that bad, but one day my dad left the windows open down here and the dirt road, people driving back and forth. Dust.
But now, what was I saying? No, in Resident Evil 5, the thing I got annoyed with was that it was almost like escorting a monkey who could hold your shit.
The black chick?
Yeah, she can hold your stuff for you, and then use it.
Yeah.
And say like, and I remember the Zero Punctuation Yahtzee talking about that. You would hand her bullets, and then she would suddenly go, "Well, I don't need these bullets anymore." Just drop them. I never had that happen, but I had her I'd hand her a healing item because it's like, oh, I need bullets more right now. She'd take the healing item, and it would be a red, yellow, and green. Be like, yep, time to upgrade my health. And then I'd be like, fuck you. And see, in the fourth one, in Resident Evil 4, when Ashley was around, which collectively she was maybe around you 2 hours of the game, and there's one part where you play
Is
as
Resident
her.
Evil 5 totally with those two characters?
What do you mean?
Are the both of the characters in the entire game?
Oh, you said Resident Evil 5. Do you mean
Yes.
4?
No, I'm talking 5.
Leanne and Ashley?
No.
I
The
don't know
black
what you-
chick. Is she with you the entire game?
Yeah.
Are you with a second person the entire game in the fifth or fourth one?
No.
No?
You don't have an ally. You're just Leon. You're a badass.
So the ally thing was started in 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like
and
it.
Resident Evil, exactly. That was their test. And then Resident Evil 6, they just said, fuck it.
We'll do it again.
Well, no, it was more like, well, we have a bunch of good ideas for maybe instead of like have it Resident Evil 6, you could have Resident Evil 6 and 7 or 6, 7, 8. But instead they just decided to do like Birth by Sleep, but bad. And combine them all. And none of them were good.
Into a bullshit fest, yeah.
Yeah. From what I've heard, I mean, there's mixed reviews up and down the wall, but collectively from the
You were
fan
really
base-
pimping that game for a while.
Well, because I was really excited for it, and then I played
Because
the
of-
demo, and it just
The demo, yeah, that one fucked it for me too. I was just like, well, this is shit.
the
but the,
graphics look horrible, and
It was really a downfall because I was expecting it to be so much better in comparison to Raccoon City, Operation Raccoon City.
yeah. Well, and it was.
Well, in comparison, yeah, but when you compare a severed finger to a pile of shit, you might want to rather have the severed finger.
The problem is that the game that stands out of all the Resident Evils right now is Resident Evil 4. Why? Because it did everything the best. It did the inventory system.
And
the
I can't
best.
fucking find a Resident Evil 4. Is that
Oh.
what console did it come out on?
It came out on 360, and then
Everything. So
Well,
it
it
was
came out
PS3
on
also.
Wii, and then 360, and PS2. I don't think it's a PS3.
What?
I think they might have done a
Because I can't find it on PS3.
Well, because it started on a PS2,
Yeah.
and then Wii,
Ugh.
and then
Speaking of Wii
360
games.
did. Hold on, 360 did a HD remake. I don't know if PS3 did it.
Yeah.
You'd have to look on PSN Network.
Oh,
You
the
wouldn't-
PSN network,
The
PlayStation network.
the network.
It's like
You'd have to go online.
like saying PIN number or ATM machine.
Yeah.
PIN number, ATM machine.
Number. So
But yeah,
Wii games-
I'm kind of tempted to buy No More Heroes on Wii and play it.
Yeah, you told me, and I was.
It's $9, so it's not like I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot
No.
if I don't like it.
It's a weird game.
Well, yeah, and
It's
that's why I want to buy it.
Really weird.
Dude, it's Suda
You-
51, isn't it? Or well, he
Yeah.
was a part of it.
But still, it's
Ugh.
really weird.
I need to finish Lollipop Chainsaw. Speaking of Suda 51,
Yeah, well,
it got a Jimquisition award for
Yeah.
outstanding games.
I don't know. I haven't played it. I ain't gonna say anything. I've seen videos, and that's it. Mainly of Rooster Teeth doing videos of it.
I haven't seen any of their stuff. It's
But
It's fun. I have fun with it. I just haven't gotten around to actually finishing it. I have so many games started right now. I've got God of War started, Army of Two, Resident Evil 5, Prey. I started that one.
Yeah.
And Lollipop Chainsaw.
Now All Star as well.
And All Stars, yeah.
And you finished Dishonored.
Yep. Well, because that game takes cumulatively like 10 hours.
Yeah. Well, unless you go for achievements, then obviously it'll take longer. But
yeah, but achievements aren't really what I cared about in that game. It's just...
Well, I think of it as just another challenge for the game, usually when I'm just dicking around.
Yeah.
But, no, to go back, Resident Evil 4, buy it for your Wii. Don't buy it for your 360.
Resident Evil 4 on the Wii with a Wiimote.
And it works. It took a little getting used to because I was used to 2 analog sticks. But once you get used to it.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's either that or you look for it on your PS3 or you look for it on your 360. Because it was worth it. Mainly
What year? Do you know what year it came out?
2004. It was literally right at the turn of the game console genre. The game console era. Because PS2 was just literally releasing God of War 2, Kingdom Hearts 2, Resident Evil 4. There were a lot of big name titles that came out because the PlayStation was pretty much just like, well, let's milk this bitch.
Yeah.
So, because they knew that the PS3 would have to be competing with, the Wiimote and the 360.
And that's the other thing. We're kind of hitting the end of this generation of consoles. Yeah. And it's I feel like they're all playing it safe, They're all putting it. It's really hard to find a game that doesn't have a 2 or a 3 or a sequel of. Because Dishonored, it's like Dishonored, Lollipop Chainsaw. Those are 2 that came out relatively recently that aren't sequels. Otherwise, you've got Mass Effect 3. You've got a shit ton of 3s. Modern Warfare 3. Black Ops 2. Battlefield 3. Borderlands 2. There was another 3. Gears of War 3.
Arkham City.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I'm really interested in the sequel.
There's just so many studios and publishers playing it safe. Yeah. Studios don't really have a say over it. It's the fucking publishers who are dicks.
Because they don't know. I mean, there's all the talk about Unreal Engine 4 and how that's going to be applied to video games, and that's
fucking do.
Well, because that's literally Unreal Engine 4 is right below virtual reality. It has to be, because of what I've been reading and what I've been kept up on from a buddy of mine up from Wayne. He's big PC guy, and they're going to get it before the console guys will.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just going to be on the shelf. Well, not on the shelf, but you can purchase it and add it to your computer. So that way your computer can run those games. Granted, yeah, you'll have to update your monitor as well.
You update your monitor?
You have to buy a new monitor for Unreal Engine 4.
Why?
Because of the refresh rate. If you don't have a 600 hertz refresh.
600 hertz, man? That's ridiculous. Like 60 hertz is what's normal.
Yeah. There are monitors out there that do 600. But they cost $1,600.
Jesus Christ! That's the other thing that I've
and those are for like 22 inches.
I've heard a lot about was these smart TVs that are coming out, where
God.
Well, that's the thing is the smart TVs are doing Netflix and Twitter and Facebook for free, and Microsoft with Xbox is still trying to fucking dick pennies out of you to say, well, you need to get gold so you can play online games and you can go on Netflix.
They have the smallest bank account of all of them. I mean, PlayStation 3
it's fucking ridiculous because they're trying to tap into a market that someone else is providing free shit for.
But if you don't have that and you just have your 360 and you don't want to go shell money out for that.
Yeah, but who the fuck just has a 360 and Netflix? I mean, you probably have a computer.
Well, like with PS3, you get Netflix for free through your PS3.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's Microsoft who's the one who's dicking you out of fucking pennies.
It's like now that the fucking Microsoft added Internet Explorer to 360.
Oh yeah, whoop-de do.
They
like added the shittiest fucking web browser.
Here's a can of here's a bent tin can filled with beans instead of the bent tin can. Basically,
Yeah.
that's it. And it's just, there's nothing added onto it. There's no bells and whistles. Yeah, it's a little bit better than Opera, but woo, that's not saying much. You know,
Yeah, well-
PS3 doesn't really have, it has its internet search, and I don't know what the fuck it's run by. But nobody uses their PS3 for the internet.
No.
We have computers, laptops, smartphones. That do
And
that
that's the
shit for
thing
us.
is Microsoft is trying to do things that other companies are doing for either cheaper or free,
Yeah.
and they're doing it better. Like,
I
because
mean-
smart TVs, like Hugh, he has a smart TV. He can
Yeah.
do Netflix on his TV. He can do Hulu on his TV. And why the fuck would he pay $10 a month to do it on his TV when he
Yeah.
could do it on his TV for fucking free?
Well, it's like with the PlayStation Network. You know, they added the gold account,
Ugh.
and that's just because that was after the whole massive,
The massacre that they had.
the whole, you know, anonymous breaking into their system. But at the same time, they did that in an era of panic, and now it's a big waste of money.
Right.
You know, you get a little bit exclusive content. And you can only buy certain games if you're a, you know, PlayStation Network Gold account member, which kind of pisses me off since my PlayStation 3 can't play discs. I can only buy things over it,
Right.
and I'm not gonna pay the $106 to fucking fix it.
You
Yeah,
might as well just
people-
buy a new one.
No,
Because,
it's a 320 gigabyte hard drive.
yeah, it is pretty big.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I got it for free. And who am I gonna sell it to? I'm not gonna. The disc reader doesn't work. Nobody's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna save me. It's gonna.
I
save
mean,
me
if
time.
anything, you could probably
Yeah,
just
it's gonna download.
find someone who can fix it for you. You just buy the parts.
Wow, and even then, the parts.
You just got to find someone who knows how to micro solder.
Well, it's not just that, because it's the little. It could be a multitude of problems.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm sure there are
when they
people out
told
there who
me
can do
when
it.
I called Sony and they told me what the problem was, they were just basically taking a guesstimate off of what I said.
Yeah.
Because some guy at a factory has to split that bitch open and read it.
Mm-hmm. And replace parts that need
I mean,
replaced.
I think Kurt told me something about, it was either him or somebody up at Wayne, I don't know. They told me about something you can put in your PlayStation 3 that can brush the laser off.
Yeah, but
I don't know what the
If-
fuck it was. But
unless there's like a piece of paper on top of the laser not letting it go through,
yeah.
then it's not going to do anything.
Because it recognized, I remember talking to the woman and I said, you know, it recognizes there's a disc. Because the little symbol that is up on the right-hand corner right next to the time and everything,
Yeah.
the little disc spinner,
Right.
well, your clock, and then
Mm-hmm.
it sits there and it just goes
Just spins.
just around and around like the beach ball of death.
Yeah.
Except for my PlayStation, nothing freezes. Everything works on it. And that's why I'm kind of confused. I'm like, if it recognizes there's a disc, why is it not reading it? Because, like,
Who knows?
that's not a hardware malfunction.
Well, it might be. It might honestly just be like either the laser or the reader is fucked.
And, you know, when I could have, I mean, granted, yeah, I won't have the deals like at GameStop where I can just go buy a game. And yeah, I have to sit at home and download it. But you know what? With PlayStation, you can download something and still be doing something else. That's the nice thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you can go online and
Well,
still be
if
downloading.
if I downloaded something onto my PlayStation, do you think I'd be able to play it without being on the internet?
Yeah, you should be fine.
It doesn't have like DRM. It'll be like, you didn't download
When
it.
I had Spyro the Dragon, I have Spyro the
could
Dragon
play
and Bloody Roar. I
and
played
you've been
just fine.
offline and
Yeah.
played it. Oh, cool.
So
That might be nice.
It was after our power went out and my brother had to restart the Wi-Fi
Oh, and you were
because he wasn't home and he hadn't restarted it. It's downloaded to your hard drive. It's there for you to play.
Right,
Like
but
the
I mean,
indie games on 360, I can't play without being connected.
really?
Yeah.
Even
don't
if
know
you
why.
bought them.
Whether I just tried it on a couple of them.
Weird.
It was weird, yeah, but I could play everything else. You know, Doom and Dead Rising, the DLC that I have for that.
That's fucked.
Now, it was an 80 credit fucking indie game. It was a buck.
Which
I'm not
game?
gonna
Which
do it.
game are you talking about?
The dungeon one.
Oh, the one where you're just constantly go down in a dungeon.
Yeah. Well, actually, you're actually coming up.
Oh, up? Do you ever actually reach the top?
Yeah, there's 50 levels.
Fucking Christ.
Really fucking difficult.
That's a lot.
Yeah, by the time you hit like dungeon 20, you start to get fucked over hardcore. Because no matter how high your defense is, you're gonna get surrounded from all sides and shit.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up.
This
has been our...
Wrap it up like a Christmas present.
No.
Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. I work at Burger King making paper whoppers. I wear paper hats. Would you like an apple pie with that? Anyway, so yeah.
Yes. So this has been, we'll just call it our video game rants and raves or something like that. Because we pretty much just talked about video games and their accessories and shit.
And Resident Evil 4. I'll say something about Resident Evil 4.
Whatever. Who cares?
Well, because we talked about Resident Evil series for at least 10 minutes. Jesus, did you get all of it?
Nope. Still feels pretty nasty in there.
Well, let's end this and go listen to some Balding Wood.
Yeah, Balding Wood. Yeah, we'll have to record them and put them up on our channel.
Why not?
Why not? Okay.
Let's go get some burgers.
Burgers.
Burgers and beef.
Beef and burgers.
See,
Yeah.
who do I talk to about pussy? Let's see. Grandma Run Full is dead. Tom Selleck doesn't answer any of my emails. And the cops took away that fuck doll I made of butter and shotgun shells. So, nobody right now.
All right. This has been a Dielectric Media podcast. Our 2012 edition. When the world should have fucking ended. But it didn't! Who would have guessed? I am Doug Schlabotnik.
I'm Baldwin.
Everybody, please go. Fuck off!
Yourselves. Bye.
Bye.